Hey friends, and welcome back. So guys, I am here to share our February 2018 monthly budget, as well as we will go over how we did for the month of January. Now, for anyone that may be new here, hi and welcome. My name is Michelle. We are a family of 6, 7 when you include Lola the pug. It is myself, my husband, 4 kiddos, and at the recording of this video, ages 17, 14, soon to be 11, and then soon to be 7. We are currently living and budgeting on one income, which is my husband's W-2 income. I'm completely self-employed, running licensed home daycare. However, at this time, I don't have any daycare clients, and I'm currently working contract work for the government that will soon be ending. Now, I'm not budgeting in my contract income, as we are doing other things with that income, and I will definitely be sharing that with you guys here soon on the channel. However, we are following Dave Ramsey's financial principles, and we are currently working our way out of debt. So let's hop right into it. Now, closing out the month of January, we were able to pay off one debt, which I'm so excited about. Now, you guys know I utilize a bill log. This is just something that I have been doing for quite some time, and it just works for us. So I pretty much just list the bills that are due based on the due date that it is due. So from the 1st to the 5th, these 2 bills here are due, and then from the 6th to the 10th, and so on. So this is just a way that I'm able to keep track of everything. I also come in and list our monthly sync funds, anything that we're contributing to or anything that we're trying to contribute to for a future expense that is coming up. Then I will come down at the bottom and simply total everything out. Again, we are not sharing real income numbers, as the hubby is not comfortable with that, and so I have to respect that. And of course, I'm not going to share the tithing number either, because if I share that, then you will be able to guess the actual income. So as you guys can see here, everything totals out. Coming down to the bottom, we were able to put a total of $1,245 towards our debt snowball. Being able to knock out one debt, which was the AC unit that we have in the garage that was converted into the daycare center. So yay for that. Other than that, pretty much everything else was met. We did not come up short this month. Thank God for that. I actually received a little bit of blessing income, and I'll get into that in a second. But first, let's go ahead and hop into this month's budget. So again, my bill log is pretty bland. It's the same exact thing, as I do the same thing each and every month. And this is just how, again, I'm able to track everything. So I will come in and put in my estimate amount for the bills, and I will take that amount from what I actually paid last month, looking at last month's bill log. And I just like to average it out and round it up. I rather budget out more than what's actually due. That way, once we get down to the end of it, I'm good to go, put it like that. So if I'm budget out more than what's actually due, I'm going to have a surplus at the end of the month. Instead of budgeting right at the amount or below the amount that I'm expecting to pay for light bill, gas, etc., and then the paycheck be short or something, and then I'm off on my numbers. So again, I like to round up, and I budget a little bit more than what's actually due. So for this month, we're going to be having a total of $634 in cash envelopes, $290 going into our sync funds. These are our sync funds here. A total of $2,212.89 for bills. Debt payment, $225. That's just a regular debt payment here. And then the snowball payment would be $1,278 that will be applied. That's my estimate. Once everything is said and done for the end of the month, I will come in and write in the actual amount that we actually paid, just as I did here in January. So that's how that works out for us. Now, I do have a big purple sticky note because I have debt information covered up. I will be sharing that real soon with you guys. Just bear with me. It's been a crazy, crazy schedule around here. But I definitely will be sitting down and going over our debt and explaining that to you guys in a nutshell. So I think it's just easier to keep it covered. That way we don't get confused, so you guys be wondering what's going on there. Okay, so moving on, I was able to remove the AC unit because, again, it has been paid off. And Jalen's dental bill, so that was $135 a month. Last month we finished paying for that, so it's completely done. But I decided to leave it there for 2 reasons. One, I'm not quite sure if we paid for his retainer or not. And if we didn't, then I need to continue to contribute to that so that way we can pay it. I know the braces part is done. Not sure if the retainer is going to be included, and we won't find it out until he goes to his next dentist appointment in a few days. So if not, that $135 that we were paying, I will continue to sync fund it and just leave it into the savings account. That way, when it's time for him to get his retainers, get his braces off because they're still on, and then get his retainers, I'm able to go ahead and have the money there for it. And then secondly, Miss Jada is needing braces now. So we did get a price from where Jalen got his braces at their dentist office, but I will get a second opinion just to see if the pricing may be different and all that stuff there. So we're still going to have a dental bill is basically what I'm saying, because Jalen's braces were right about, I think, $3,900. And I really want to say they were $4,200. That's why I'm thinking I did pay for his retainers already. Anyways, I got another child going into braces, so there it is. Okay, so that's pretty much the only thing that has changed on the bill log for the month of February. So let me show you guys how I do my cash budgeting. I'm so fancy, guys, so fancy. All I do is use the little blank envelopes that the mail comes in, or the return envelope. It's what I use to write things down. So this is February cash budget. I'm only taking out $100 for groceries. If you guys recall, all throughout the month of January, I've been stocking up like crazy, going hard at the Kroger mega sales, the buy one, get one free sale. So I'm completely stocked up on groceries. The only thing that we should need to get each week is those staple items, milk, eggs, fruit, and so on. So $100 should do us fine. I'm increasing the gas bill, auto gas by $200. It's usually $150, so I'm going to increase it by $50, so it's $200 total. The hubby started doing his sports things, and they have him traveling a little bit farther than normal to a different site, and he's using my truck in order to carry all the equipment. Don't get me started on that. But anyways, my truck is a little bit bigger, so it needs more gas. And then Justice money and my money is $60. The kids' money is $60. Lola's money is $54. Couponing will be $40. Family fund will be $40. And this is all monthly totals. I didn't put anything into blessings or miscellaneous, and I typically like to put in about $20 a month. So I'm going to go ahead and put $20 this month because we didn't put anything in last month. And then I'm going to be pulling from our sync funds. The Ford needs, the tags are due for renewal, so I need to pull that out. Madison's birthday is coming up. And we typically don't do birthday parties, but we do go out to eat with the birthday child. They get to pick where they want to eat and get to take one friend. So we always budget out $200 for that. And I'm actually budgeting out $300, and I'll tell you guys about that in a second. And then the horn on the Ford is out, so we need to get that checked. The hubby took it over to one shop, and the guy said it would be about $85. So I'm just going to budget out $100 and take $100 out of the sync funds to cover that. All right, so then back to Maddie. So I received some blessing money this month, or at the end of the month of January. I did date night for a former client, and they have always been so good to me. They always pay double what my going rate is. I gave them the price, and they wrote me out a check for more than what my price was. So they have just always been a blessing to my family. And I tell them all the time, stop doing that. My price is my price. Your kids are not bad. I love your children, don't mind keeping them, so on and so forth. But they just like to pass on the blessing. So I understand that. So what we were going to do for Maddie, because her birthday is falling during the time that I'm still going to have my neighbor's 3 kids. And again, our budget for birthdays is $200. So we were going to expect to have to tell Maddie that she was just going to have to wait until the weekend following her birthday, once my neighbor's kids are gone, for us to go out and do something. Because again, $200 is a stretch just for our family of 6, let alone adding 3 other kids to the mix. So anyways, since I got that extra blessing from the date night fund, I'm going to go ahead and take that and put it with Maddie's birthday money. So we have $300 for her birthday. And then I'm just going to go ahead and, or we are just going to go ahead and go out to eat for a dinner on her actual birthday. And I will be able to take my neighbor's kids with us. Now, you guys, I mentioned this before, that I have them for a couple weeks while my neighbor's out doing a training out of state for a new job that he got. And, you know, they're missing their dad and so on. So this at least would be a nice way for them to kind of get distracted and just enjoy eating out and so on. I believe we're probably going to go to CC's Pizza. They can eat all they can eat in pizza and then play a few of the little video games. And that'll be that for the night. So, yeah, I got a blessing. I'm just going to pass that blessing right on, which works for me double time because I don't have to hear Maddie cry about not being able to go out for her actual birthday. Anyway, so in a nutshell, guys, that is our budget for the month of February. Now, I have been asked quite often why I don't include our groceries, the gas, and all that stuff on the bill log. And in a nutshell, it's because I don't need to. It's all here. Okay, I write it on these little envelopes, random sheets of paper, because it just works for me. But when I go in to do our monthly budget or our paycheck budgeting, I do include those amounts that I'm taking out for weekly envelopes here. I know the amount I need because it's all here. So if I needed to break these amounts up per paycheck, I would do that. So for instance, we get paid every 2 weeks. If I needed to break up this 100, I would do 50 on the first check and then 50 on the second check, and then the same thing for the auto insurance. Just depending on what's going on when the checks fall and how much they are, etc. But I don't need to do that because I'm pretty comfortable with the amounts that I know I need in those categories. So for groceries, again, I'm stocked up. I only need $100 to keep us going for the rest of the month. As far as my couponing, I know I can do $40 for the entire month, and I'm good to go. So in a nutshell, I don't include all of these information here on the front of the bill log because I already know and I have it kind of set in stone what I'm comfortable with paying in those categories. And we have sync funds and all that jazz there. So anyways, guys, as always, thank you so very much for watching. If you have any questions in regards to how I budget, budgeting styles, questions regarding budgeting, I don't mind answering. So definitely leave those questions down below in the comment box for me. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already. And until next time, guys, stay true.